and Brooklyn Pier. And then he's finished 5th behind Jedi Mind, Gunmetal Grey, All Day Session and Sketter. So you're looking at those horses that have beaten him home. All Day Session, the winner of 2. Sketter, the winner of 2. Brooklyn Pier, the winner of 2. So's Jedi Mind. Jedi Mind's the winner of 3. Gunmetal Grey, the winner of 2. And then he ran into All Day Session and Sketter again. So everything that finished in front of him, Britt, wouldn't be able to get into a Class 1. And so he comes from a 3-year-old race, now as an early season 4-year-old, back to a Class 1. He's got the luxurious claim of Lucky Rummelly's 2 kilos. I think he's hard to beat here.
Plenty of ticks against that form. Lord Augustus is the 4, Peter Lynch, and Chris Graham claims 2.
This horse here, Britt, is 70 days between outings, and he does have runs spaced from time to time. We go back to his run 2 starts ago in a Class 1 at Ascot. He was around 6 months between outings, first up, no trial. He now comes into this just over 2 months, no trial. So he's a horse that we don't see a lot of. He's a lightly raced 5-year-old. He is a first up winner, but I find him a little bit hit and miss.
Regal City is the 5, firmed into $17 here. They're not letting anything of Ash Maley's go around without having a couple dollars on now, Scott.
No, of course. You go back 4 starts ago. He was beaten 4.5 by Dark City first up in an 1,100 metre race at Northam. In that same field, the Republican was beaten 5.5. So with Jet Stanley's claim, Regal City gets a 4.5 kilo weight swing on the Republican for beating him home by over a length. So one's $6, one's $17. You can understand and respect that little market move.
Canto de Guerra is the 7. Adam Durant and Clint Johnson-Porter looking for a treble today.
Going back 3 starts ago, ran second to the stablemate Ready to Ride in a Kalgoorlie Class 1, then was beaten a fairway in a Northam Class 1 by Ginger Baker. Most recently went back up to the KBRC, sat 3 wide the trip and was only beaten a length by Scene to Sin. Again, you have to line up that Class 2 Kalgoorlie form into a Metro Class 1.
Under the Radar is your second favourite, currently at $4, resuming here today. We last saw this horse back in January, and interesting to note, last week that it was scratched, and we saw in the steward's report the reason for the mare's scratching was a shoulder injury, so obviously has overcome the issue there. Darren McAuliffe and Chloe Azzopardi.
And it's taken quite a long while to get from the trials here to race day. You look at that one and only trial over 1,100 metres. That was on the 16th of July. We're now out to the 11th of August, so it's almost a month between the trial and the race day, and obviously, as you mentioned, scratched from a meeting only a week or 2 ago. So I'm not quite sure how to place this mare, but she does have tactical speed. She is drawn the inside gate, so she can kick through and lead this field, and from there she's a definite top 4 chance.
And the Maley money rings true with the 9, Blue Horse, 14 into $9.50. Stevie Parnham rides.
Resumed first up, no trial in a Fillies and Mares Class 1 when beaten 5 by Sketter. Has since been back to trials after refusing, I think it was, to load, or had some sort of issue in the barrier, Brit. So she's been back to trials. She's 7 weeks between outings, and she's a Class 1 7-year-old that hasn't won for 750 days. I can only but suggest the money here is Maley related.
Yes, and that is the case for both of his runners. Regal City 19 into 16 and Blue Horse 14 into 10. So that's the way they've gone there. But Choice Bid, your favourite, but only just $2.70 out to $3.50. So big drift here. That must be starting to look appealing, Scott.
Yeah, it gets me now, Britt. $3.50 for Choice Bid. I think this is an improving now horse that Neville Parnham's just taken a while to sort of figure him out, and maybe he's taken a while to figure it out himself, but his last 4 have all been excellent. Even his first up run 5 starts ago this campaign, he's only 2 lengths off How's the Serenity in a 3-year-old midweeker. So to see him coming out of 3-year-old 62 plus handicaps back into a 50 plus Class 1, he ticks a lot of boxes for me, this horse Choice Bid. I think he can come across, sit in the breeze, and from there I think he proves too strong. So 3 for me, betting up on the drift. From 8, Under the Radar, who will no doubt lead or box seat, drawn the inside. 7, Canto de Guerra, no luck at Kalgoorlie. And 2, the Republican, who's always shown glimpses. 3, 8, 7 and 2.
All right, so Scott, with this easing favourite Choice Bid out to $3.50 now, as we hand you upstairs to Richie Bell for his call of the Crown Perth Handicap.
Thanks for that, Brittany. Thanks, Scotty. And thanks, Andrew, as well, as Balderdash moves up into line. So Balderdash goes forward. Blue Horse is about to move up into line. And we'll be just about ready with Canto de Guerra still out of line. Thanks, Matt. Tab Radio joining us as well. Clint Johnson-Porter to bring up Canto de Guerra, who would be a treble-winning ride if it got home here for Clint. He's ridden in superb form in recent times. He can really bustle his way through a field. CJP. We're all set. Ready. And away they go, and under the radar, got away very fast. The Republican showing speed. Choice Bid got over pretty quickly. Goes up to be running second now. Lord Augustus is caught out wide and down on the inside, Regal City. And then came Canto de Guerra, who's back in the centre. Blue Horse is second last on the outside, and Bull to Dash is at the tail of the field. 800 to go, and the free-flowing under the radar. And the McAuliffe Colours leads by 1 3/4. Second favourite leads the favourite Choice Bid. And then came Lord Augustus doing a tough out wide. Regal City the inside as they run down towards the home turn. The Republican first up is back in the centre. Taken 3 wide as Canto de Guerra. Blue Horse latches onto its back, and Bull to Dash is last as they pack a little bit coming to the home turn. Around the bend with 450 to go. On the inside under the radar, joined by Choice Bid. 3 wide Lord Augustus, and joining in is Canto de Guerra out wider. The Republican is travelling okay, looking to get a run, and Blue Horse behind them. Inside the 250 though, it's Choice Bid with the Canto de Guerra. The Republican coming through, and Blue Horse down the outside. It's the Blue Horse, the Republican, and Choice Bid. Blue Horse just in front has been heavily backed and drew clear now. Blue Horse from Choice Bid, also the Republican, but Blue Horse comes away to win it well. Blue Horse by 2 1/4. The Republican second, a neck away third, Choice Bid. Canto de Guerra was out wide. It looks to have just run fourth from Lord Augustus. Well back in the field under the radar, who got awfully tired from Regal City and Bull to Dash. Number 9 is the winner, Blue Horse. Very heavily back. Number 9, Blue Horse, right down the outside, has charged home to score over the Republican, Choice Bid, and Canto de Guerra. Blue Horse, who's shown traces of ability throughout its career. Its first couple of runs this campaign weren't too bad, and then it went to the trials, and trial beaten 6 lengths behind 3 Secrets, and has come back today, finding this race a little bit easier, even though it was in only a Class 1 fillies and mares last start. It has improved, there's no doubt about that. It's improved off its 2 runs, and it went back to the trial, so they probably experimented with something, and it's worked wonders here with Blue Horse, and appreciating the softer conditions as well. Number 9, and Ashley Malley continues his great form in recent times, and Blue Horse, who is not an easy horse to get spot on for a race, but Ashley's done it today. It's 2 3/4 a long neck, 1:14.99, 36.97 for the final 600. There's a pretty good report too from Lockie from the yard as to the condition of this horse, Blue Horse, and it's responded really well to steam down the outside. Choice Bid had its chance, and it's just battled away. The Republican was able to edge past it over the final stages. So let's head downstairs, and Brittany, no doubt, having a chat with a representative at the Ashley Malley camp.
Well, I have the man himself, Ash Maley, Money Maley. I don't know what we're calling you at the moment. A treble on Saturday. Blue Horse gets up today. You must be stoked with how the team's tracking along.
Yeah, I need to get some pocket money for Broombridge, so yeah, that's been give me some pocket money. So
Heading there this weekend?
I'm heading there on Friday night. Yeah, so looking forward to it.
Yeah, good luck, Broom. How about this horse, Blue Horse? What's the story? 49 days between runs. We saw her go back to the trials. What was the situation there?
She'd been working really well, and then she has little moments every now and again, and she flipped around in the barriers and faced the wrong way. So the horse is the only horse I've got in the stables that I actually own outright. So she's got a fair few quirks, but apparently Trevor Andrews trained her mother, and she had lots of quirks as well. So the apple didn't fall far from the tree, but she's got a lot of ability.
I believe you were pretty confident going into today?
Yeah, I was very confident, Britt. The horse has been working really, really well. She's not an easy horse to train. She's tricky horse, but she's got a lot of ability. I think she got 3 seconds in the graduations with not a lot of luck, and like she's got a bit of talent, so she sneaks along okay.
How did she come through after flipping over in the barriers? Was she come through unscathed?
Yeah, she came through unscathed. She was missing a bit of skin and stuff, but yeah, no, I worked her 2 days later and she was as sound as a bell. So, she's pretty tough. She's very, very, very tough.
Well, is there another winner from the Ashmalia that we need to be looking out for next? Because I want to be ahead of the curve, and when we see these, the money start to come, we need to be ahead of it.
Well, I haven't had anything on Jag the Joker yet, but she's somebody else has already obviously had a go at her, and I think Jag the Joker was my best for the day.
Oh, that's exciting since we've already seen this one. Well done.
Thanks very much, Pete.
There's Ash Maley. Apparently he did say to Steve when he legged him aboard, this will win, and Stevie Parnham gets the job done and he's with Scott.
Yes, I used to be a loyal follower of the Blue Horse and lost a little bit of patience, but she's back today. Stevie, first and foremost, what was she like behind the gates? Because she can be a little bit hot and buzzy.
Yeah, look, her behaviour was good. Ash has obviously sorted her out a little bit and got her doing the right thing, and no problem for me today.
What about in the run? She looked like she was travelling nicely, albeit towards the back.
Yeah, look, they probably went a little bit quick early. 1200 is probably as short as she could go, and she got a good track up behind Adam Durant's horse, and getting to the corner, I was pretty happy with the way she was moving into the race.
What are some of the goals for Stevie Parnham this year? Obviously, a pretty frustrating year for you last year.
Yeah, definitely. Last season, probably, probably spent nearly 6 months out, so yeah, a few ups and downs trying to get going and stop starting, but hopefully this year we can get a bit of momentum and a bit of confidence in the riding and ride some more winners like this one.
That sounds good to me. Well done, Stevie.
Thank you. Cheers.
It's the right way to start, getting home on Blue Horse here in race number 7. 2 to come here from Belmont.
I'm blue.